Good day, dear colleagues. I want to present our work on the topic mobile R application for advertising faculty educational services. The purpose of this study is to design and develop a mobile application of advertising educational services of the Faculty of Information and Computer Technology, Zhytomyr Polytechnic State University in Ukraine with using augmented reality technologies. The application provided visualization of a university building as well as the environment in the form of 3D models and animation of some object. Cards with brief information about each specialty or faculty and links to useful resources will also be created. Interesting to use this technology for advertising purpose of the educational opportunities. Advertising goes beyond gadgets, postcards, and other familiar frames. Using the offered software product, you can learn about the educational proposal of the Faculty of Information and Computer Technology of Zhytomyr Polytechnic State University. For creating a project, we used a program blender. This program allows creating detailed models for the project base of photographs, and also combination of programs Unity plus Vuforia for creating an augmented reality application for the user and adding information. The main advantage of using a blender, it has a large number of components. It can be used to create three-dimensional models of arbitrary complexity. You can create simple 3D models without programming skills or complex with programming and design rules. Unity it is very effective while rendering 2D and 3D scenes. In this era of visual threads, Unity can very well be used for rendering 3D images also. The quality of it is also relatively good compared to other apps. Unity is excellent for cross-platform development and multi-platform games. The key advantage of Vuforia is that it can be used for iOS, Windows, and Android devices. Moreover, the SDK is easily integrated for all the devices and not limited to the latest processors and defined by AREdu SDK. The specificity of augmented reality technologies is a visual combination of the world of real objects around us with the world of virtual objects created by human. This is created by overlaying the created 3D objects on top of the video signal from the camera. The basis of augmented reality technology is an optical tracking system. This means that the eyes of the system become of the camera and the hands the markers. The camera recognizes markers in the real world, transfers them to the virtual environment, improves one layer of reality and on another, and thus creates a world of augmented reality. This slide shows the marker technology of Vuforia. Marker technology uses static markers of activate 3D objects. Throws the camera, the program recognizes the marker or object in front of it and then displays the created 3D models on top of the marker or object. Markers can be QR codes, generated points of the images, brand logos, etc. All interactivity and gameplay in Unity is built around three fundamental building blocks: game objects, components, and variable. Any object in the game is a game object, be it characters, slides, special effects, scenery, and everything else. Components define the behavior of the game's objects they are attached to and control them. The diagram you see show the game objects in the create application and the constituent components. A state diagram is used to describe the behavior of the application. The slide shows a diagram of the transitions between two states of a mobile application. This is a graphical representation of a state machine for software and systems show a behavioral model consisting of state transitions and actions. Represented the permitted state and transitions as well as the event that affect these transitions. Several graphics have been developed to create the augmented reality mobile application. All three-dimensional models were developed in Blender. The main models created in the university building. The initial appearance of this model is shown of the figure on the left. Add texture to make it more realistic. The result of adding texture is shown in the figure on the right of the slide. Thus, the main model of appearance of the Zhytomyr Polytechnic State University was obtained. In addition to the main object, a number of other have been created. Models of three whose leaves should have animation movement in the build. Models of people that can be seen in the middle of the slide. Each human object has an animation of walking on its own trajectory. The interface of the application is quite simple. Management is carried out by means of a smartphone camera and pictures of triggers. The image of a program after clicking on the Start button can be seen in the figure on the slide. After launching the mobile application and pressing the Start button, calm music starts playing and the animation of a university appearance will start. Near the university, there are people who have an animation of walking, trees whose leaves have an animation of wrestling, as well as benches, lanterns, fountains, and inscriptions above his head. Another button menu appears on the screen. The result of pressing a button, you can view a model of a university by tuning around a paper advertising. It is also possible to enlarge or reduce the image of the institutions. Also possible to open the Google Maps service, which will indicate the location of the Zhytomyr Polytechnic State University. By pressing the I button, the user will open several cards. All cards have the same design. They are depicted in the form of a rectangle with round edges. Each of them is a representation of a separate specialty at a faculty. At the top of the card, you can see the name and number of a specialty. Below is a list of preferences, subjects, or interests about each specialty. At the bottom of the card, the user sees a button labeled View Animation. When pressed, instead of the card appears Sprite Animation Related. By flipping the screen on the left, the user can see all the animations and all the cards. To close the card view, the user must click on the eye icon again. The main conclusions are given on the slide. The paper proposed to use one of modern technologies of extended reality to increase the interest of applications. Created the models, animation, applications in augmented reality. Also based on the result of this work, it was proposed to create a new selective discipline in the educational process, RVR programming. As a result of using the developed mobile application, the number of applications from entered to faculty was increased. Statistical indicators of growth of entrants in the specialty of the Faculty of Software Engineering, Computer Science, Information Systems and Technology for the last 3 years is the amount of 40%. In the future, it is planned to expand the mobile application, the possible use of other extended reality technology, adding discipline and competence list of proposal for specialties in the labor market application at other faculties of the university. Thank you for attention. I am ready to answer your question.